The Zero Aprilia Dorsoduro 1200 ABS. With a long list of technical and aesthetic upgrades, the 2013 Aprilia Dorsoduro is finally prepared to go head-to-head with the best bikes in its class, including the BMW R1200GS. At the heart of the bike lies a two-cylinder unit which cranks out a maximum power of 130 horsepower. The engine is placed in a lightweight chassis which is carefully forged to offer superior driving dynamics. Other technical highlights include radial Brembo calipers, hydraulic clutch, ride-by-wire with 3 different engine maps and the matrix instrument panel with onboard computer. Moreover, the Dorsoduro is also available with ABS and Aprilia traction control (ATC). Also new for the 2013 model, are the fresh 3-split spoke wheel rims which are 2.3 kg lighter than the old 5-spoke model. Because the new rims decreased the total weight, it was possible to fully revamp the shock absorbers and suspension, which are now tuned for more agility and reduce the overall height of the bike's center of gravity. Hit the jump for more information on the Aprilia Dorsoduro 1200 ABS. Overview. Improved chassis, aesthetics and electronics. The two-cylinder motard from Aprilia evolves into the My 2012 version. Even more agile, very powerful, elitist, to satisfy the shrewdest riders. Aprilia Dorsoduro 1200 is the new benchmark in the maxi motard class. A record two-cylinder, with 130 horsepower, placed in an incredibly agile and lightweight chassis. With its sleek forms, broad handlebars, impeccable attention to detail and premium componentry, this motorcycle represents the zenith of the twin-cylinder maximotard class. Dorsoduro 1200 is an explosive cocktail of horsepower, agility and riding precision. The heart of the Dorsoduro 1200 is the Aprilia 90° V2 1200cc two-cylinder engine, which flaunts the most advanced technical solutions on the market. The mechanical sophistication and top-notch chassis, true feathers in the cap of the entire Aprilia production line, also represent the winning hand of the Dorsoduro 1200, which also offers an extremely refined sport design and agility and fluidity never before seen on a two-cylinder of this size. The Dorsoduro 1200 boasts class-beating technical solutions, radial Brembo calipers, hydraulic clutch, ride-by-wire with 3 different engine maps and the matrix instrument panel with onboard computer are all elements setting the Dorsoduro apart as a unique and exclusive project. The Dorsoduro is also available with ABS and Aprilia traction control (ATC) to combine total fun with total safety. The evolution of the 2012 Dorsoduro 1200 was particularly aimed at enhancing the agility of the bike in direction changes, all to the advantage of riding pleasure. To emphasize the unique performance concept of the Dorsoduro 1200, the most powerful and exhilarating maxi motard available in the world today. In order to achieve this result, a decisive change was made, adopting new 3-split spoke wheel rims, 2.3 kg lighter than the 5-spoke predecessors. In fact, the weight of the wheel rims is a fundamentally important element of the vehicle dynamics in virtue of the gyroscopic effect. The change allowed reduction of the polar moments of inertia by 15.4% on the front wheel and an astonishing 22.2% on the rear to facilitate direction changes and handling in curves and to make the ride easier and less tiring, as well as improving the acceleration phase coming out of turns. This change meant a complete revamping of the bike's structure. The shock absorber and suspension yield were adapted to the new weight distribution with a setting that now favors agility in the mixture, reducing the overall height of the bike's center of gravity. The total electronic management engine plus vehicle is by now a well-known sign of Aprilia's supremacy, and advancements in this area are never-ending. On the new Dorsoduro 1200 version, some important changes in the ATC system, Aprilia traction control, were introduced. Now the torque return in post-wheelie phase is modulated based on the ATC level selected by the rider. This new feature allows greater delineation of the character to the ATC maps, from the higher performance one to the more conservative one. There are also aesthetic innovations with 2 new color schemes, intended to emphasize the sport and aggressive nature of the Dorsoduro 1200 My 2012. The front mudguard is also new with an insert inspired by the racing world, as well as the new license plate bracket, which was completely redesigned in the spirit of weight reduction. The weight of the bike dropped about 3 kilograms, approaching values very similar to that of its little sister, the Dorsoduro 750. The main characteristics of the Aprilia Dorsoduro 1200 in detail: 90 degrees V2 engine with 4 valves per cylinder, double overhead camshaft, liquid cooling and twin spark ignition, triple map ride-by-wire technology with sport, touring and rain maps, electronic fuel injection, mixed gear, chain valve timing system, exhaust system with 3-way catalytic converter and oxygen sensor, ultralight modular frame made from tubular steel trellis, aluminium castings offering outstanding torsional stiffness, aluminium saddle mount, aluminium swingarm with lateral shock absorber, fully adjustable 43 mm upside-down front fork and piggyback design rear monoshock, Brembo racing brake system with radial callipers. New lightweight 3-split-spoke wheel rims, design. Dorsoduro 1200 is a radical, outrageously agile and sporty bike. It makes no concessions whatsoever for ornamentation or for anything not directly functional in achieving total performance and riding pleasure. This is why all body parts are cut down to the bare minimum. Every detail is minimalist and focused on pure function, such as the all-new hand guards and the motard-style race number panel, which also offers wind protection at higher speeds. These elements complement the pure design of the Dorsoduro 1200 perfectly, with an outstanding attention to detail evident in features such as the two-tone paintwork of the frame, the tail fairing color-coded with the rest of the body elements and the new dual exhaust with black heat shields. Even the 15-liter fuel tank is perfectly integrated into the sleek forms of the Dorsoduro 1200. The 1200cc V90 engine, the state-of-the-art in twin-cylinder technology. The Aprilia V90 engine is a modern, technologically advanced unit with a highly oversquare cylinder geometry for a markedly sporty temperament and smooth power delivery. The evolution of my 2012 of Dorsoduro led to the powerful and reliable 1200cc two-cylinder at a quality and performance level which is at the absolute top of its class. The development of the ride-by-wire system allowed a reduction of consumption on the road and an improvement to the already legendary clean and enjoyable power. Every internal element of the Dorsoduro 1200 has been designed to optimize power delivery and make full use of the incredible 130 HP unleashed by the engine at 8,700 revolutions per minute. 90 degrees V-twin architecture, triple map ride-by-wire technology with sport, touring and rain maps, highly oversquare bore, stroke ratio, offset cylinders for maximum lateral compactness, 4 valves per cylinder, double overhead camshafts driven by a mixed chain, gear valve timing system, twin spark ignition for smooth but full bore power delivery, electronic fuel injection with dual throttle bodies, stick coils integrated in spark plug boots, 3-way catalytic converter with oxygen sensor, hydraulically operated clutch. The latest generation injection system uses micro-nebulizer injectors. In conjunction with optimized fluid dynamics, this solution ensures ideal combustion, for an engine that is not only powerful but also extremely clean. Twin spark ignition also contributes to cleaner emissions, as well as ensuring totally smooth power delivery. Aprilia was the first manufacturer to believe in the potential of ride-by-wire, a highly sophisticated technology that helps the rider extract every ounce of performance from the motorcycle. The electronic throttle management system used in the Aprilia Dorsoduro 1200 represents the current state of the art. Even more precise and sophisticated maps ensure optimized engine management, keeping the engine in the perfect conditions to deliver maximum acceleration at all times for a riding experience unlike anything you've ever seen before. This solution also ensures smoother, fuller power delivery at low and medium engine speeds, for optimized engine efficiency even in low-load, partial throttle conditions. With its triple maps, rain, touring and sport, the bike has 3 distinct personalities that the rider can choose from at any time to instantly adapt to any possible condition and preference. Simply close the throttle and press a button to choose the desired setting. Sport, extreme, for when you want to put yourself to the test with immediate and direct explosive power. Touring, smooth, for making full use of the shattering power of the 1200cc engine in all conditions. Rain, balanced, with power reined into 100 HP for maximum fun even in poor grip or wet conditions. With its state-of-art technology, the Aprilia V90 unleashes class-beating levels of power. No other maxi motard comes close to the performance of the Dorsoduro 1200, with 130 HP at 8,700 revolutions per minute and a maximum torque of 115 Nm at 7,200 revolutions per minute. This engine sets new records for the motard genre. To further emphasize the performance of the engine, a new 2x1x2 exhaust system has been designed specifically for the bike. Made entirely from stainless steel, the generous internal volume of the system ensures a spine-tingling and distinctive sound. The frame, feather-light but ultra-stiff. And true to tradition, Dorsoduro 1200 is once again the most effective, best-balanced bike in its class. While tailored for total riding fun, as with all Aprilia bikes, the chassis layout of the Dorsoduro also earns respect for its formidable dynamic balance. With the Dorsoduro, extreme agility doesn't mean a nervous temperament, and its highly effective chassis layout ensures total precision and a sensation of being directly connected to the front wheel. And this is something that can only be said of very few motards out there. It is an absolutely unique concept of motard which, in addition to fun and responsiveness in curves, adds the rigor and riding precision needed to tame the performance of an engine capable of unleashing record power and torque. This is made possible by Aprilia's long tradition and experience with the chassis and with in-house development of electronic control systems. The mixed-frame design, constructed with a sturdy tubular steel trellis mated to lateral aluminium plates, is highly acclaimed by both enthusiasts and experts alike, while the aluminium saddle mount contributes to lightening the bike. The product of Aprilia's experience in the World Supermoto Championship, the frame offers perfect balance in terms of stiffness to deliver supreme handling, even with the explosive power of the new 1200cc V90. The new lightweight alloy wheel rims with 3 split spokes strive to emphasize the dynamic characteristics of the Dorsoduro 1200, a true motard that makes handling its unmistakable trademark. Thanks to the weight reduction compared to the previously used components 2.3 kg, focused especially on the external sprocket of the wheel, the gyroscopic negative effect on dynamic performance is drastically contained. Dorsoduro 1200 attacks curves and drops into a leaning position, carrying out the rider's commands even more swiftly, in keeping with a true class performance leader. Suspension, performance under control. The 43mm Sachs upside-down fork with shell-cast caliper brackets features adjustable spring preload and hydraulic compression and rebound damping. In addition to permitting total adjustability, this extremely sophisticated component offers class-beating progressiveness and a full 160mm of wheel travel, in perfect keeping with the supermoto riding style. The side-mounted Sachs gas shock absorber with separate canister is pivoted directly onto the swing arm in a cantilever configuration and features adjustable spring preload and hydraulic compression and rebound damping. A component allowing experienced riders to explore the full potential of the bike's performance, even on the track. The rear wheel travel is 155mm. Brakes, racing technology, also available with ABS. The Aprilia Dorsoduro 1200 adopts the state-of-the-art in brake technology. The front system adopts Brembo 4-piston radial calipers that grip a 320mm floating disc. The 240mm rear disc brake is also gripped by a single-piston Brembo caliper. Both the front and rear brake systems employ aeronautical-grade metal braided hoses, which eliminate the undesirable pressure fluctuations of conventional hoses for maximum braking precision and truly class-beating stopping performance. Dorsoduro 1200 is available with a 2-channel ABS system, which can be deactivated by the user directly from the instrument panel. This ABS system is specifically calibrated to let the rider fully exploit the power of the brakes and the grip of the tires in the dry, so as not to detract from the immense fun of this bike. The Dorsoduro 1200 is also the only maxi motard available on the market today with traction control. Aprilia Traction Control (ATC) is an exclusive traction control system working in conjunction with the sophisticated ABS system, which allows the rider to make full use of the performance of the exuberant 1200cc engine, to tackle even the most challenging terrain and most difficult conditions in safety. In fact, when engaged, this device provides 3 levels of control which personalize each performance parameter of the bike based on the rider's needs. Level 1, for an extreme riding experience and maximum fun and adrenaline, when curbing the incredible power of the engine is the last thing on your mind. Level 2, for total control in all-terrain conditions and maximum thrill factor. Level 3, ideal for tackling challenging conditions, such as slippery roads where grip is poor. Componentry, top of the class. Motards are by definition essential or even Spartan. This, however, does not mean having to do without class-beating premium content. Aprilia stands apart from its rivals by offering superlative standard equipment at the top of its class. These are the main elements. Matrix instrument panel, the mix-type digital, analog, it receives all the information from the CAN line and becomes an integral and crucial part of the self-diagnosis system as it is fitted with memory. Particularly compact, with a modern design and considerably reduced weight. All functions are accessible from a control on the handlebar. The LED illumination can be adjusted to 3 levels, white in the analog area and red in the digital area. Anodized aluminium tapered handlebar, it brings quite clearly to mind those of the competitive superbikes. An incredibly light component, designed to guarantee top dynamic control of the bike. The hydraulically operated clutch ensures consistently precise engagement and exemplary smoothness. It is self-adjusting and, as a result, maintenance-free. Specifications.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.